Oh, the broadcast is live! The broadcast is live. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the last day of 30 cuisines in 30 days. Our last day. This is day 30. This is the last day, Bodhi. The last day, mum. Yeah, the last day of mum. Yeah, so Bodhi is here for the last day. The chef is in the house. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, let me put him down. So, Coconut TV says, Chef is in the house. Okay, Chef is going bye-bye for a second. Here you go. Okay. We are live. 30 cuisines in 30 days. This is the last day. Oh, Everett says hello, Bodhi. Oh, he says hi too. Okay, so you guys, oh my God, I can't believe this is the last day. So if you weren't here for the previous 29 days, then let me just tell you, the premise is simple. 30 cuisines in 30 days. Can I do it? Can I eat 30 cuisines in 30 days? A little bit of background noise. My wonderful nanny is washing dishes. But it's okay. I'm not good. Okay. So yeah. Coconut TV says, yes, we can. We can eat 30 cuisines in 30 days. We have made it to our final day. Thank you everyone who tuned in. It was a challenge of eating 30 cuisines from all around the world, a different cuisine every single day for 30 days. And me, Tara, your host, I've been with you the whole time. I've been here ordering the different cuisines to my apartment here in Bangkok as I work from home, stay home, socially distance myself, kind of, mostly, except for, of course, the chef, Bodhi. Rainer Lim says, success! So yeah, that has brought us here. We've been showing you, we've tried to show you that, just because we're home, staying home more than usual around the world, it doesn't mean that our taste buds have to have a boring old stay-at-home time too. My taste buds traveled the world. We had so many different interesting cuisines from all over, Europe, South American. Jack Dish Kill said, hi Tara, we'll miss your shows. You should do another series where you're cooking. Thank you so much for watching, Jag. You have been such a fun commenter and just added so much to the shows to have your, conversations going and everything. So another show? Maybe you're going to be the guest star, huh? Cheyenne I says, congrats, your month-long missing complete today. Oh, complete today. Yes, it's completed today. I can't believe it, but okay. So let me just get into what I'm having today because today is day 30. So we're having yet another cuisine. And today's cuisine is American barbecue. So yeah, I really love American barbecue. It comes from a bunch of different states in the US that have, barbecue as their real local specialty, like Texas barbecue, Kansas style barbecue. Those are the only two states that come to mind right now, but okay, tell me other ones if you remember. But yeah, so today's meal is American barbecue, and we have ordered from Billy's Smokehouse. And it just came really fast and hot, and I'm really excited to try it. So yeah, day 30, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna introduce you to what I have here, and then I'm going to eat it all. We're gonna have lunch together, and then afterwards I will give my rating to everything as per usual, to each dish and to the overall experience of ordering American barbecue from Billy's. So please stick around for that. And yeah, I might be imbibing in a little bit too. Yeah, so that is going to be today's show, and please don't forget to comment along, tell me, where you're listening from. What are you having lunch? What are you eating today? What cuisines do you love? Do you love barbecue? Do you love getting messy with the barbecue sauce and everything? Yeah, comment along and just tell me what you think. Okay, so what we have today is, I guess I'll just introduce the drinks first because I have two bottles of alcohol that I have procured from the liquor cabinet of my dear husband. So the first one is Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, which we have already made quite a dent in. And by we, I mean he. I have never tried this before. So this is bourbon whiskey. And I have a little glass with ice in it there. And then next up, another thing to try is Bullet Rye Frontier Whiskey. So this is rye. Straight 95% rye mash whiskey, whatever the heck that means. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like it's going to be strong. 45% alcohol. Okay. And this one is 43.2% alcohol. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what I'm getting myself into, but I'm just going to pour. I wasn't sure which one, goes. Oh, Coconut Ceviche's Carolina style barbecue. The Carolina style barbecue. I can barely see these days. Okay. So let's just pour a little bit. Rainer Lim says, I see day drinking back on the menu. Bourbon. Yep. Okay, so bourbon and rye. So they both sound very American, I guess, and they sound like they really go with this kind of food, which I'll get to in a second. But let's just take a little quick sip of this bourbon whiskey to just get us going, huh? Okay, so apparently people love sipping this. Okay, maybe it goes better with the food. The ice melted a little bit to water it down, thank God, because that is really strong. Okay, before I get a little bit too hammered by trying the other one, let me just introduce the food that I have in front of me today. Okay, little snazzy coconuts t-shirt too. What do you guys think of my snazzy t-shirt? Okay, so today the main attraction, I should say, is these pork spare ribs. Now let me just unbox these babies right here. Pork spare ribs. And the barbecue sauce is like everywhere already. Whoa. That is a massive, this is a half rack, I should say. Little coconut says, tastes like freedom. Tastes like Matthew McConaughey, like all right, kind of Americana. We were just talking about him. Okay, so this is a half rack of pork spare ribs. I already got barbecue sauce all over my hands just opening it up. It's like a really tangy barbecue sauce that just like hits you. The smell, like, ooh, got my taste buds like, tantalized and my mouth watering. Okay. To go with these pork spare ribs, I have mac and cheese. What is more American than mac and cheese, really, you guys? Okay, so mac and cheese, and it has some jalapeno breadcrumbs, some green peppers chopped up in there, and some smoked barbecued pork belly to give it flavor. So pork on pork on pork. Then, as another side, we have not cornbread, buttermilk biscuits. They're still warm from the oven. They're warm. These look really good. Buttermilk biscuits. They're like heavy and dense. And you get a little side of herbed butter. A little side of herbed butter there. Stolen Rabbit says, ooh, I see booze. You do see booze. Okay, so those are my dishes today. If you don't mind me, I'm just gonna tie my hair back a bit because I have a feeling this barbecue sauce is gonna be like all over the place. Okay. That's better. Okay, so barbecue pork ribs, mac and cheese, buttermilk biscuits, bourbon whiskey, which I tried, and I guess it's good. Not really much of a whiskey connoisseur. Don't really know the words to describe it. But let me just pour this one out and see if they taste different or which one I like better. Just a little bit. If I waste this, someone is not going to be happy. Okay, I feel like I'm constantly that emoji that's like, I'm just like your awkward smile emoji. Okay, so let me try Bullet Rye Frontier Whiskey to go with these delicious looking pork ribs. Mmm. Okay. Like kind of cleared my sinuses. Mmm. Um, Smoky. I would say this is smoky. Whew. Okay. That's smoky. Let's just get into these ribs, I think. Little Coconut says, living on the edge, white shirt with barbecue food. I thought of that. When I opened this up, I was like, oh dear God, this coconut shirt. I'm gonna have to like repurpose it with a cool design of like paint splatters, I think, after this, because yeah, this looks like it's gonna get a little messy, just a little. Coconut TV says those are some high quality bourbons right there. Oh, okay. I better not polish them off then. Stolen Rabbit says, ooh, is that a big cube of ice? Proper. It is. It is a big cube of ice. It is a single large cube of ice because we have these special silicone ice cube trays that are very important for this type of drink, I believe people say. China Ices, biscuits and booze. I no longer care about the ribs. I'm really excited for the biscuits, actually. That's probably the most excited I am. But let me just dig into these. Got some conversations going already about the different dishes here. Please comment. Let me know what you think. Oh my God, this looks really good, you guys. It's like it's falling off the bone. This is just the end bit. I'm getting some serious glances from my husband over here because he really likes to do, oh God, the messiness is beginning. He really likes to do ribs at home, like a dry rub. But I believe this style of spare ribs, pork spare ribs, it has a real thick sauce. So it's more of like a Kansas style, Kansas City or Kansas style dish, I guess. Is it a dish? I don't know. The slab doesn't really fit on a dish. But yeah, the messiness is beginning. This is the end of the rib, you can see there. So it's totally slathered in sauce. It just like is falling apart, as you can see. Let me just like, oh my God, it's beginning. It's getting really messy. It just falls apart. Okay, sorry, vegetarians and vegans. This is a really meat focused day to end 30 cuisines in 30 days, but let's try some. It literally fell off the bone, says Coconut TV. Okay, so I never tried Billy's Smokehouse. I've never been there, never ordered. This is the first. Really meaty, oh my God. Okay, so I started at the end. It was like a big chunk of meat. I think I need more saucy bits here. Has a nice saltiness, a bit of sweetness, very tangy from the barbecue sauce. Shani says, go Tara. I'm already making a mess. Let me get one of these big, oh my God. Are you even supposed to use your hands for these? They're definitely much more like something you could use a fork and knife for because everything just like falls off. I'm making a huge mess. Okay, so the texture of the meat, it's definitely very tender. I'm just gonna be doing this all the time. It's very tender. It just like falls right off the bone. You don't even really need to use your hands. You could easily use a fork and knife if you want to be a little more dainty because it's so tender. It's very juicy. I've had ribs in a few other places. We'd like to make it at home. Yeah, I'd say they have a good spice level. There's a bit of the tangy spice of the barbecue sauce, definitely some chili in there. Very tender. Good salt level and not too sweet. Just a very little bit of sweetness. I think the barbecue sauce I feel like it has like a dry rub and a barbecue sauce, and I think the dry rub has, oh my god, the first casualty. The dry rub has like chili in it, and the barbecue sauce. Well, barbecue sauce is a little spicy. Yeah, it definitely has some char grilled bits. It tastes smoky. You know, I can taste that like it's a smokehouse. This is Billy's Smokehouse, so they're all about smoking things. Yeah, I can taste that it's been smoked for a long time. Shoot off a bit of bone there. But I already have barbecue sauce on my shirt. Barbecue sauce all over my hands. So I can't even clean my shirt or take a drink. I think I'm gonna have to take one more bite of this, and then I might have to like wipe off my hands and actually use a fork and knife for the rest of this. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it just pulls apart really easily. Honestly, I think these are really, really good ribs. In my book, I'll save my rating for the end, but I like how it's still very tender and juicy. Oh, there's my cat. Sorry to say. She's having lunch too. So Rabbit says, "No, eating with hands is part of the barbecue experience. No, don't eat barbecue if you want to be dainty." Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very good point. I could probably repurpose one of my son's bibs for this. Stolen Rabbit says, "Might as well eat the mac and cheese with your hands down too." Oh my god. Okay, so far so good. The meat is not dry, it's juicy, it's flavorful, good salt level, not too sweet at all. In fact, I think it's a lot less sweet than other ribs I've had at different places. It's not too spicy, just a little bit of spice. And I always say this, but like the ribs we make at home are definitely more spicy. So if I was going to change something, it would probably be the spice level, up it a little bit. Oh. Okay. 2 ribs down. 2 down. It's a huge portion, really massive. You hold up one whole rib, it's like this, and it just like, it wants to fall apart. Yeah, it really wants to fall apart. Like, ooh, it even has the little, like after the bone, there's like a little cap of like a, not like a tendon, but like, I guess it is kind of like a tendon or something, which I don't know, to me, I personally don't really like to eat that much, but I guess it's just part of it. Yeah, but you can easily kind of peel that off. Yeah, it just comes apart. I don't know, do people normally just eat all this stuff that comes like with the bone? Probably. Cat has ribs. No. Gotta get some good cat memes out of this. Okay. Oh my god, it's just, everything is just like swimming in the sea of barbecue sauce in here. Do a bread roll. Riddlin says, "Are you gonna save some for husband?" I'm gonna try. I think he's gonna try it. I'm sure he's gonna want to try some. He's like eyeing me. He's like really curious because I think he wants to know how these fare compared to his ribs. So what happens is eat them all. I was looking forward to this day though because I just really love American barbecue. My family is from the States. I'm half American, but from Connecticut, so it's not like a fun barbecue zone. It's not in that barbecue zone, but no, it's a really good cuisine, I would say. There's a lot of fun food shows about it. Yeah, what I was eating there a second ago is cartilage is the word I was looking for. I was like, do people just chew that up and eat it? Or I guess I'm not really a rib expert. Like, look how that just comes off though. I didn't get much close-ups here. I'm scared of getting barbecue sauce all over my computer, but like that just like dislodged like so easily. It's the most appetizing word to use, but we're getting technical here. This is like a huge chunk. Oh, my hands are just covered in barbecue sauce. Balbay says, okay, craving for ribs right now. Yeah. This is really tender, juicy. That tangy barbecue sauce is like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like tangy, almost has like this potentness that like hits your nose and you're kind of like, ooh, from the tanginess, I think. And then it has like sweetness, spiciness, has a different like warm spices, like I guess like cinnamon nutmeg kind of taste, but it's not that. What is it actually? What are the tastes in barbecue sauce? Cinnamon? What else? Coconut TV says, I got my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I got my baby back, baby back, baby back. Okay. We all know that is an ad for Chili's baby back ribs, right? Rainer Lim says, lol, Coconut TV. There is no Chili's here, but there are a lot of restaurants bringing that that American flavors to Thailand. You know, here in Thailand, we have a lot of, oh, I just have to show you this. We have a lot of smoked meat, which is really yummy, or not smoked, but like barbecue meat. I'm gonna show you like how it's like so juicy. But I get a good angle. Dripping everywhere. Yeah, we have a lot of barbecue meat. We're really serious and really good at barbecuing meat. So I'd be interested to see, like, you know, did this restaurant attract a lot of Thai people, or is it more like Americans looking for like a taste of home? I feel like for Thailand, we definitely need like a spicy seafood dipping sauce for this, or it just needs to be like way spicier. Like, yeah, like a dipping sauce that's just like chili, garlic. Yeah. Summerly, is this what they meant when they said Eve was made from one of Adam's ribs? Oh my god. This is a much more like graphic version of that. Okay, Lil Coconut says molasses instead of brown sugar is the secret. That's the secret for barbecue sauce, huh? Okay. What about husband eyeing my ribs? Any other secrets for barbecue sauce? Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar? What do you guys think? Okay. Let me just clean up a little bit. I did not know this episode would be like this. I mean, I knew it'd be messy, but okay. If I had a better microphone, this would be all like ASMR. But it's kind of good I don't, because I don't know. I don't know if I'm really good at that ASMR stuff. Okay. I'm gonna quickly just put my hands like a little. Okay, here's a paper towel. Found one. I don't know if this is gonna do any good. I'm just gonna get messy all over again. But okay. Need to follow up with a cloth. Hands are still sticky. Shirt is even messier than when I, mentioned it a little while ago. Let me just take a sip of the bourbon whiskey and then try the other dishes. Okay, the flavor of this really does go with ribs. It definitely pairs really well together. Watered down a bit, so it's pretty smooth. Okay, so whatever you marinate the meat in, can you use that for the barbecue sauce? Interesting. I'm learning a lot about every cuisine I try, so this is really cool. Okay, let's try this mac and cheese. This is a side. I ordered it separately. It's mac and cheese. It has some, it came, it's really hot. It has barbecue pork belly, little slices. It has little green bell pepper diced little chunks. It has a crumb topping, like breadcrumbs with jalapeno. And it looks really cheesy, but it doesn't look like a congealed like ton of cheese on there like some other macaronis. It looks pretty like each pasta noodle is like just separated, and the cheese sauce is, it's not too like overwhelmed by cheese sauce, if you know what I mean. So let's try this out. Okay, this is yummy. Now, like I said, the cheese sauce is not so like dense. Go, Stevie says legit. Let's get it. Oh, let's get it. Oh my God, do I need glasses, you guys? Let's get it. Okay. Yeah, let me take one more bite with the smoky pork belly in there. I did not get a bite of that earlier. Julianne Greco says that mac and cheese sounds so good. It tastes good. Very creamy. The sauce is a bit light, which is good because you can eat it with heavy things like these ribs. Shani says, I was just about to say, Julianne drool. The salt level is perfect. I would say not too salty because the cheese is salty, so you don't want it to be too salty. It's very creamy. Yeah. Oh. I'm just smelling that barbecue sauce. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. It's weird. Okay. Back to the program. So yeah, it's very creamy. Let me get some of that crumbed jalapeno stuff at the top. See how that tastes, if I get a jalapeno taste. The pork belly is chopped up into really tiny bits. It kind of blends in. Let me taste it. It tastes like kind of smoked, but ooh, the cat's here. It tastes kind of smoked, but oh, just a cat walking by. Don't mind us. It doesn't have too strong a flavor though, so I think the flavor just kind of went into the macaroni. It's cooked in together, and the pork belly is just like a nice, like fatty, salty, porky addition to it, and you get it in every other bite, kind of. To be honest, I feel like I don't really need the pork belly, but maybe that's because the flavors are just so immersed in there I don't realize. But and also maybe because I'm eating a huge slab of pork right here. But I like the jalapeno crust on top. It's like a breadcrumb crust that tastes like jalapenos, and I like the addition of little crunchy green bell peppers, add a little crunch and a little color in there too. Yeah. If you get that jalapeno breadcrumbs, oh, cheesy breadcrumb jalapeno, it's yummy. Oh, something's here. The chef is making another appearance. It's the chef. I'm covered. Ah! He's demanding me to hold him, but I'm covered in barbecue sauce. Mum, it is mum. Mum needs food. It is mum. This is not mum. You don't want that. Ooh, you know what? He likes to eat macaroni and cheese, so he's looking at this like, oh, I really want to try one. Do you want to try one macaroni? Or are people going to say, like, just get a hurricane macaroni with, like, spices? Oh my God, so weird. Okay, better not. Okay. 30 cuisines in 30 days. This is day 30. This is the final day. I am ordering food from Billy's Smokehouse. Macaroni and cheese had a few bites. Pork ribs, I ate like 3 already. I think there's a total of 6, so I'm like halfway done. Bye. Bye-bye. So the chef is leaving the building, you guys. He said bye. Oh, we have to get the chef his snacks. Okay. Okay, and the chef has just removed a blender from the cabinet and threw it to the ground. The chef is angry today. My hair gets covered in barbecue sauce. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. Okay. Where was I? I think I was on the biscuits. Coconut TV says yes. The pork and the mac and cheese may be pork overkill. I think so. I think it's a bit much for me, like little fatty slivers of pork in the mac and cheese. But I think the whole idea of mac and cheese in American barbecue cuisine is it's like, it's heavy, it's cheesy, it's fatty, it's creamy, it's everything that, I don't know, you would want to do if you're like, just want to pig out, basically. I mean, we're eating pork here. Can I say pig out? Okay. So let's try these biscuits. I'm just going to cut one open. First, let me just give you a little close up. It's like a square shaped biscuit. Flaky. You can see the layers. You make a biscuit and it rises up. That's what I do for my baby, to act out things with sounds. Ooh, it rises. Okay. So let me just cut it open. Ooh, flaky. Fatty slivers sounds amazing. Kenneth Tadui says, what are your lunch plans for tomorrow? Will you ever eat lunch again? That is a really good question. And after having 30 big lunches in a row, oh my God, I think I kind of just want to have like, just like a very simple salad or something fresh and crunchy and just kind of like decompress and like reflect on all the yummy food I had. And I feel like I've been focusing on food so much that, I mean, now I kind of just don't want to think about it. But of course I still want to eat yummy food all the time. So we'll see how that goes. The chef is protesting. Okay, this is the inside of this delicious biscuit. It's really flaky, it's crumbly, it's everything. Oh, it smells so good, that buttermilk smell. Chef throwing tantrums because he didn't get his mac and cheese. Could be, he was really eyeing it. He was like, it looks like a bowl for him, you know, like a small bowl filled with mac and cheese, little veggies, little meat. That's what he eats a lot of the time. Stolen rabbit, yeah, he was so close. He was so close to getting a bite. Should we give him a bite of this mac and cheese? Oh no, he's going to a little gym.
We're gonna do a bite first?
Should we give him one bite?
Yeah.
Long tune, May? Okay, let's give him a little bite of this. He wanted a bite. What do you think of that? Mm? He says, mm. I think that means he likes it. He approves. Okay, Billy's Smokehouse, mac and cheese approved by Chef Bodie. He says, mm. Okay, he's off to a little gym because guess what? Things are opening in Bangkok now. Nurseries, daycare, schools, some schools are opening. Yeah, a lot of things are opening today, this week, and so it's kind of interesting, exciting times here in Bangkok. Grunt of approval. I love it when I get the grunt of approval from him. Okay, let me first try a bite of this on its own. Buttermilk biscuits. I think that secret ingredient is definitely the buttermilk. It smells so good, like almost like a buttermilk pancake or something to smell. Oh, okay, let me take a little bite. Moist and flaky. Dense, but not heavy. It has a very light flavor, almost like something citrusy. Maybe there's a little bit of something citrusy in there. Very different from a normal biscuit. Definitely not your KFC biscuits. Okay, let's try with some herb butter. Okay, the herb butter is definitely lemony. Oh my god, it tastes like something that would go really well with seafood. And I think this restaurant actually is known for the smoked seafood. So that would make sense. Yeah, this herb butter is really good. I think the herb in it is parsley, chopped up really fine. Julianne Greco says, same question as Little Coconut. I want to hear the top 5 faves. It's hard to even think of what was my favorite. There's so many good things. I really love the Brazilian food. Brazilian was really, really good. Pleasantly surprised there. Just because I never really knew much about Brazilian food. I really like the Burmese food. What else do I like? Recently, I really love the Singaporean food. That was just a couple days ago. And I also love, Jackie Gill said, do you just eat biscuits with butter or can you eat it with other things? I think you can totally eat it with other things. Like I think you can eat it with the meat. I think you can eat it, well, I mean, biscuits. I mean, you can eat it with something sweet. You can have it with butter and jam. I would have that as like a breakfast thing. Kind of like a scone. Is it like an American scone? They're like way bigger and way like butterier. Gravy, biscuits and gravy. Oh yeah, I need some gravy with those biscuits. Yeah, Little Coconut. I was just gonna say biscuits and gravy. Butter and jam is my jam, says Coconut TV. Yeah, I think they go with a lot of things. And I think they're pretty easy to make, I think. Maybe one day I will attempt that. I think that was like my top 4. I'm trying to think if there's one more one I really liked. It's so hard to remember like all the food I've had. What else did I have, you guys? Who remembers? Greek. Oh, I really like Greek. That was just a few days ago too. That was really yummy. Nadira said, yes, biscuits and gravy. Okay, big buttery bite, and then let's dig into the drinks. Okay, no one saw that fly out of my mouth. Coconut TV says we need to do a best of bonus episode. That'd be fun. Julian Greco, give me a breakfast sandwich on a biscuit. Ooh, good one. You could totally save this one. You have like egg, sausage, bacon, cheese. So good. Okay. This is really watery down, so let me just drink it up and then pour more. Oh yeah, that's like basically water, so I'm basically drinking the iced water. And I spilled it on myself. And maybe that'll wash off the barbecue sauce. Okay, I'm gonna pour another little bit of this because I only had a very tiny sip. I couldn't really get the like tasting notes or whatever. Yeah, small batch bourbon of unparalleled quality. What about you guys? Do you like bourbon? Do you like whiskey? Do you like it neat? Smells like little hints of vanilla. You know, like a toasty vanilla. Yeah. Smooth. I feel like the rye was smokier, but this is a little, it really warms you with that like kind of vanilla flavor. And I think it goes well with biscuits. Biscuits and bourbon. That sounds like a really good blog about like food. Okay. Coconut stew is bourbon and ginger beer. This might be fine. Soul Rabbit says yes, whiskey on the rocks any day. It's hardcore. Okay. So it's about that time of the episode. We're doing a little wrap up, recap of what we have, give my little rating, and then we're done. And I can't even say see you next time though, because this is the last episode. It's the final episode. 30 days in 30 cuisines in 30 days. And we've done it. We had 30 different cuisines. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Okay, so today we ordered from Billy's Smokehouse. Spin-off show, Biscuits and Bourbon with Tara. Oh my God. That would be hilarious. I can't believe I got my coconut t-shirt so dirty though. Okay, so Billy's Smokehouse today, a restaurant here in downtown Bangkok, delivery, dine-in. I had never been there before. Actually, I didn't really know about it, but like I was Googling around for this cuisine and I found this place, looked really good. There were some articles about it. I read about it. Chef Billy is American, I believe. Pretty sure that's correct. And he, is bringing these different American flavors to his restaurant. It's a smokehouse. He smokes things for like hours and hours and hours to get those good flavors. With a TV says, an unbelievable feat. It's been wild, a wild ride. So yeah, I decided to order a few dishes from Billy's Smokehouse and just to see what are these American flavors and, Texas, Kansas, kind of southern, Midwest, southern-ish states, what is their cuisine all about? So first up, we had pork ribs, which, sorry for the mess here, but there is no keeping clean around something like this. And I guess you don't want to, stolen rabbit, you're right. You just gotta dig in and just get messy and just like slurp up the sauce off your fingers. Coconut TV says, we can't believe your shirt didn't get more dirty. I think by the time I finish this, it is gonna be, in need of a little washing, maybe some like a little Tide pen before I go out. But we'll see. Okay, so first up, the spare ribs, pork spare ribs, Kansas style pork spare ribs with like a really thick barbecue sauce. Very yummy. I think honestly, the only thing I would change is I would like a little bit more spice, just a little bit more. It was good because they're not very sweet. I think sometimes barbecue sauce, you think of like, kind of like a store-bought sauce, which is very sweet. And this is not that at all. It's like really homemade, really distinct and different, tangy. But yeah, I could do with a little bit more spice. So I'll give you a 4 out of 5 though, because really well cooked and juicy, tender, flavorful meat. Very good. Okay, mac and cheese. My baby liked it. He gave his grunt of approval, and I also will give my grunt of approval to this. Yeah, it was yummy. I like how the cheese isn't so thick. When it was like really piping hot, when it just arrived, the cheese was just like a very light, liquidy coating. It's not like a really heavy, dense cheese. So that was good. I could kind of do without the pork belly, but I think it probably attracts people to this dish because otherwise it's maybe too simple. You know what I mean? He probably wanted to put like some, unique kind of spin on it. So there's pork belly, barbecue pork belly slices in here. There's green bell peppers. There's breadcrumbs with jalapeno and cheese and macaroni. So I think I'll also give it a 4 out of 5. I think probably, yeah, 4 out of 5. Very good. Not much else to say there. Biscuits. Ooh, I really like the biscuits with herb butter. I feel like I'm giving my highest marks always to like bread and like simple sides, but they're so good. I think this is definitely like, is it like I think it's 5. I think I just really like bread. It's so tasty and heartwarming. And with the butter, it has like a zesty, lemony kind of thing going on, and just unlike any biscuits I've had before. And I feel like he really did put like a sophisticated kind of spin on the humble biscuit. And he made something kind of different. That's cool. If the chef watches this, he's probably like, "You like my biscuits the best? The hell?" Okay, but about 5 overall, 4.5. Rainer Lim says, "You finished all the butter. Didn't save any for the other biscuit." I didn't ration. But you know what? There's a little bit more in here. I didn't show you guys. I'm keeping it all for myself. Coconut TV says bread, bourbon, and biscuits. I'm a simple gal, what can I say? Okay. So American barbecue, the drinks, I mean, I guess these are very high quality bourbons. That's why they've been sitting on our shelf for so long. But I really wish I was more of an aficionado, but I am not appreciating these as much as I should be. I mean, I guess it's like a 3.5 for me. Out of these, I mean, I wouldn't really choose to as this is my drink of choice, but it goes with this cuisine, that's for sure. Really much more of a hurricane cocktail kind of gal, or a nice Georgian wine. Trying to think of what other alcohols I was day drinking. Maybe a nice German beer or something like that. Had a lot of day drinking on this show. Can I continue this day drinking when I'm back working in the office? Smooth. Shooting Star Studio says, "You very like cheese?" Oh, I very like cheese. I very, very like cheese. Okay. I think that's kind of bringing us to the end of our show today. Unless there's any more questions, comments, musings. I'm almost sad to say goodbye to this series because I've gotten really used to creating my little setup here in my kitchen, telling everyone to be quiet because I'm going to start, getting all nervous right before, clearing my counter just like this basically, because usually there's like a bunch of junk on here. Now the junk will be like, just like take over again. Yeah, but one thing, it'll be good to be able to have lunch with my friends and family again, because for a month I've been like, sorry, I'm doing my own thing for lunch, so you guys can just tune in and watch me, and I will not have lunch with you. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, that's kind of also because we've been like socially distancing and staying home. Oh, Rainer Lim says, "Gonna miss you, Tara." I'm sure someone will cook up another show idea and rope me into it soon. No, I'm kidding. This has been really fun. Codes TV, everyone give it up for Tara. Oh, shucks. Aw, shucks. Little Coconut says, "Woohoo, you did it, Tara." I did. I ate 30 cuisines in 30 days, and I still fit into my Coconuts t-shirt from the very beginning. So that is good. And Nadira says, "Clap, clap, clap." Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. It's been so fun. The best part of it really has been the comments. And you guys watching and commenting along, and you guys are so funny, and all the funny comments, it's the best. Ed MK says, "They were great, Tara. Thanks for those." I hope you guys also got some inspiration of what to eat, you know, while you're stuck at home. And now that we're kind of going out and about more, these restaurants are opening back up, and you can, and now for the first time legally in Bangkok, sit and drink this in a restaurant. So that's good news. Well, thank you, Coconut TV. You've done an amazing job, they say. Oh, smiley faces from Stolen Rabbit. Okay, you guys, you can get me all emotional now for my last ending of the show, but I think that's going to be it for me. Oh, Julian Greco says, "Great job, Tara. You've got an amazing appetite." You know, I'm not the biggest foodie in the world, but I do love food, and now I feel like I have a real real appreciation for all these different cultures and cuisines and the similarities and the differences. And yeah, it's just really fun to appreciate all these different types of food and like kind of really think about where they come from and what's special about them. And yeah, so I think maybe I've become a more conscious eater, maybe. Maybe. Okay. So that today was day 30 of our 30-day challenge, 30 cuisines in 30 days. I have completed the challenge. I've completed the challenge. Yes. I had 30 cuisines in 30 days, and today's our last episode. So thank you so much for tuning in every day with me for the last 30 days. It's been really fun. I hope you subscribe to Coconuts TV, click the bell for notifications, watch our other videos, share this video, comment after we are finished going live. You know, the comments are still there, and you can still watch all the 30 videos and get inspired about what to eat. So I had a really great time doing this. Thank you all so much for watching. That is all from me, Tara, your host for the last 30 days, and I'll see you at the next meal, whenever that is. Okay. Bye.